Welcome to the DIY Honda Garage channel. The Diagnostic Trouble Code P0088 indicates that the fuel rail pressure is excessively high. This DTC specifically pertains to fuel system faults within the Honda CRV model years 2017 to 2022. The fuel rail pressure sensor plays a crucial role in regulating the pressure within the fuel rail, which supplies the necessary fuel to the engine for optimal combustion. When the pressure exceeds the design threshold, it creates a risk for engine performance issues, potentially leading to engine misfires or reduced efficiency. The placement of the fuel rail pressure sensor is typically near the fuel rail itself, making it essential to check this component during diagnostics. Proper identification and troubleshooting of DTC P0088 will involve several steps to ensure system integrity and addresses any underlying issues, allowing for a timely resolution and restoration of proper engine function. DTC P0088 specifically points to an issue with high fuel rail pressure, indicating that the pressure sensor is detecting values that exceed the operational limits. The fuel rail pressure sensor is an important component that measures the pressure of fuel entering the engine's fuel injection system. Its location near the fuel rail allows it to effectively monitor and provide real-time readings to the engine control module, ECM. If the pressure readings are too high, it can cause problems such as fuel leaks, injector malfunction, or even engine stalling. Additionally, such pressures can indicate issues with other related components like the high-pressure fuel pump. Understanding this error provides crucial insights into the fuel system's health and informs subsequent troubleshooting steps. When diagnosing DTC P0088, several possible causes must be considered. First, a faulty fuel rail pressure sensor may provide inaccurate readings, leading to a misinterpretation of the fuel rail pressure. Second, a damaged or malfunctioning high-pressure fuel pump could result in excessive fuel pressure, which directly triggers this DTC. Lastly, blockages in the fuel system can create back pressure and contribute to abnormal readings. Each of these causes requires careful examination to ensure a thorough understanding of why the pressure is too high. Proper identification will lead to effective repairs, preventing future occurrences of the error. Symptoms associated with DTC P0088 usually manifest as engine performance issues. Drivers may notice engine stalling or misfiring, which occurs when the engine does not receive the appropriate amount of fuel needed for optimal combustion. Additionally, a reduction in overall engine performance is likely as the engine struggles to operate effectively under high fuel pressure conditions. A noticeable warning light on the dashboard may illuminate, signaling the driver to check the engine. Being alert to these symptoms is crucial, as they provide immediate indicators of what's potentially wrong in the fuel system, requiring attention. The first step in addressing DTC P0088 involves problem verification while idling. Initially, it is essential to record onboard snapshots using the Honda Diagnostic System, HDS, which provides vital data about fuel pressures and engine parameters. Next, clear the DTC with HDS to reset the system. Once cleared, turn off the vehicle and restart the engine, aiming to hold the engine speed steady at 3,000 RPM without load until the radiator fan activates. This specific condition is important for triggering system checks. Following this, select the direct injection DI fuel pressure test in the inspection menu to check for any pending or confirmed DTCs. If DTC P0088 appears again, it indicates that further investigation is necessary. The second step involves a practical approach through test driving the vehicle. Maintain a driving period that reflects the parameters recorded during the onboard snapshots. focusing on factors like engine speed, vehicle speed, and various sensor readings, including the manifold absolute pressure, MAP sensor, throttle position, TP sensor, and fuel pressure data. After this test drive, check for any pending or confirmed DTCs using the HDS again. If the DTC P0088 shows up during this step, it reinforces the issue's persistence, while a lack of DTC may indicate an intermittent fault that requires examining electrical connections and terminals, especially at the fuel rail pressure sensor and high-pressure fuel pump. In the third troubleshooting step, a detailed check of the fuel rail pressure sensor is conducted. First, ensure the vehicle is off and remove the PGM-FI main relay. Start the engine and allow it to idle until it stalls, which is crucial for simulating a low-pressure scenario. After stalling, press the accelerator pedal fully and crank the engine multiple times to gather fuel pressure readings. Using the HDS, check the parameters for fuel pressure converted from the pressure sensor, ensuring that it measures less than 1,000 kilopascals, kPa. If the readings align with the threshold, the next steps can be proceeded. But if not, the fuel rail or the pressure sensor may need replacement. Step 4 continues the thorough inspection of the fuel rail pressure sensor with another set of readings at an elevated RPM. Begin with the vehicle in the off position before reinstalling the PGM-FI main relay. Once the engine starts, hold it at 3,000 RPM until the radiator fan engages. At this point, shift the transmission to drive while firmly pressing the brake and monitor the HDS for pressure readings from both the fuel pressure sensor and the direct injection system. The values should be consistently close. If so, this confirms the sensor's expected functionality. If the relief valve indicates abnormal or inconsistent results, it likely signifies an issue within the fuel system, requiring appropriate interventions. The fifth step in the troubleshooting process escalates to checking the fuel pressure within the low-pressure side of the system. It is crucial to measure the fuel pressure during this check, as having acceptable pressure indicates that the high-pressure fuel pump functions correctly. If fuel pressure readings are satisfactory, this points to a definite problem with the high-pressure fuel pump, requiring its replacement. Should the fuel pressure be below expectations, a comprehensive examination of the fuel supply system on the low-pressure side is essential. This holistic approach ensures all aspects of the fuel system are operating efficiently, minimizing the chances of recurring issues. Final repair verification is a necessary step towards ensuring that all issues associated with DTC P0088 have been adequately addressed. After performing all repairs, it is increasingly essential to conduct final testing to evaluate the functionality of the fuel rail pressure sensor, high-pressure fuel pump, and the overall fuel system. Recheck the system pressure under various operating conditions to confirm stability and normal functionality. Use the HDS to confirm that the DTCs, particularly P0088, are no longer present. This assures that the problem has been rectified and that the vehicle is once again safe and efficient for operation. To prevent the recurrence of DTC P0088, adopting preventive maintenance strategies for the fuel system is of utmost importance. Regular inspections can identify potential issues with the fuel rail, sensor, or pump before they escalate into more significant problems. Cleaning the fuel injectors at specific intervals ensures optimal fuel delivery and minimizes blockage that could affect pressure readings. Furthermore, consistently monitoring the performance of the fuel rail pressure sensor will enable early detection of malfunctions. Implementing these strategies helps assure longevity and reliability in the fuel system, thereby enhancing the overall performance of the Honda CRV. In summary, DTC P0088 highlights a critical fuel rail pressure issue that can significantly impact vehicle performance. An in-depth understanding of the fuel rail pressure sensor's role and its implications on engine operation is paramount for effective troubleshooting. The multi-step process explored provides a structured approach to pinpointing and rectifying the underlying causes of this DTC. Moreover, recognizing the value of preventive maintenance strategies can help ensure the continued smooth operation of the Honda CRV's fuel system. Summarily, stressing these essential aspects will better prepare technicians to manage and mitigate P0088 effectively in Honda CRV models from 2017 to 2022. Please like and subscribe to the channel. See you next time.